Vendor management is the process of working with vendors to get the things you need for your project when you need them, at a fair price, and to the specifications that you need. So, how can you work with your vendors to achieve this? I've already done a video on how to work with consultants. So in this video, I want to focus on the vendors that provide us with things like products, equipment, materials, and pro-forma services. But perhaps I should start by answering the question, what is a vendor? A vendor is either the supplier of something you need or a reseller of it. Literally, a vendor is the person who sells something directly to you. Vendor relationship management, or VRM, is the process of managing the relationship, controlling the costs, managing the risks and the issues and the quality, and so achieving value from the relationship and from what the vendor has sold you. Vendor management, on the other hand, is a wider process. It also includes the selection of the vendor, contract management, and performance monitoring and evaluation. And the vendor management process starts with selection, choosing the right vendor. This starts with specifying the products and services that you need and doing so with great care. If you specify the wrong products and services, you'll probably choose the wrong vendor to supply them. Then you need to run a fair competition that complies with any rules and policies and legislation that your organization is subject to. I've also done a video on running a tender process if you need to take a look at it. In choosing your vendor, I recommend that you select on value rather than on price, prejudice, or pretty presentations. And finally, be sure that you are happy with the terms of the contract or agreement before you sign anything and commit to the relationship with the vendor. Next, you need to establish the relationship with the vendor. It's always best to think of your vendor as a partner and to aim for an equal and collaborative relationship between the two of you. Be clear about your needs and your expectations and listen to theirs too. And don't just focus on the products, the goods, the services they're providing, but also around administration and liaison, because these are often where disagreements arise. Reflect any contractual terms in the working relationships that you set up. Be sure that you are absolutely clear about the roles and responsibilities of any named individuals within the contract and the people playing those parts. Set up liaison meetings and schedule them in advance so that everybody knows when they are and can make a commitment to attend. Make those meetings regular and as frequent as you need them to be to properly build the relationship and manage the contract. And things do go wrong, so establish emergency contacts for both parties and pay special attention to holiday periods, making sure that each party is able to contact the other if something goes wrong at precisely the most inconvenient time, because you can be pretty sure that if it can go wrong, it will go wrong. If it will go wrong, it's just as likely to go wrong at the wrong moment. And finally on this, find the best communication tool that you can use, or suite of tools that you can use, and actively consider whether it is appropriate to involve your vendor in your project collaboration tool. There may be good reasons not to do this, so think it through with great care. Next, be scrupulous in your dealings with your vendor. Be fair and be honest in your assessment of the work that they do or the products or the materials, the goods that they deliver to you. And always meet your financial commitments in full and on time. And finally, there are probably some things you will need to properly support your vendor management processes. These include processes for time tracking, for cost tracking, and for reviewing deliverables and outcomes. And of course, you will need some form of KPIs or quality measures for the deliverables, for the outputs, for the services that they're providing. You'll need liaison processes that will enable you to share information, make corrections, learn lessons, reduce friction and waste, to handle misunderstandings, and if necessary, to handle disputes. But ultimately, the three things you will need are trust, transparency, and a collaborative mindset. There are vendor management software tools that you can call upon, and if you have them available, do take a look at them and evaluate them to see if they're going to help or hinder the process of engaging properly with your vendors. To close, I just want to reiterate the three things that I told you you will absolutely need: trust, transparency, and a collaborative mindset. Please do give a thumbs up if you like this video. I'll be creating loads more great project management content for you, so please do subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of it. And I'll look forward to seeing you in the next video.